My name's Duddits, I do builds and stuff. Today I want to talk to you about the second filaments. These booties are probably the best exotic in the game right now. Very, very underrated. I want to show you how these booties, these exotic boots, are absolutely exceptional this season with the seasonal artifact perks. We're going to be able to get unlimited devour and be able to exhaust, disrupt everything, and on top of that we're going to be able to apply big arc blinding effects left, right and centre, so stay with me. I've got a little challenge for you. If you found anything in this video helpful, or if you learn anything, drop me a follow, like the video, I really appreciate it. So, the second filaments, while using a Void Super, casting an Empowering Rift will grant you Devour. Damage dealt by you and your allies from within your Empowering Rift will disrupt combatants. Defeating a target while Devour is active grants you class ability energy. That's something that got added into the game, so it now gives you class ability. But just for the first bit, I want to talk to you about when you stand in your Empowering Rift, it's going to grant you Devour. This is the first little secret of this exotic. This actually gives you up to 22 seconds of Devour. If you run Echo of Persistence, you usually get up to 15 seconds, but if you've got the second filaments on, as you can see, this will actually grant you up to 22 seconds of Devour after a couple of kills. So that's the first thing a lot of people may or may not know. I just wanted to show you that working. Just being able to get 22 seconds of Devour with these booties are absolutely insane. And obviously 22 seconds is usually enough to get most of your Rift back, especially with the new changes. As long as you've got Devour active, every kill that you get will give you large chunks of your class ability back. So between the 22 seconds and getting the class ability gains back when you've got Devour, you're going to have infinite Devour. Now, the other thing that I really enjoy about this exotic is whenever you stand inside of your Empowering Rift, any weapon that you have will disrupt, which is Overload, and it also exhausts this season as well. This is a new verb they've put into the game. So when you exhaust, it reduces the damage by 10%, and it also stops them using their abilities as well to a certain extent. That is the Overload capabilities and the exhaust mixed together. So you'll see there, I've got that Overload shot. Any weapon, when you stand in that rift, will become Overload, which is going to apply exhaust. Now this is really, really important because this Disruptor spike will improve the effects of exhaust and sever. Exhausted targets deal reduced outgoing damage, 10% extra, and it also messes with their abilities as well sometimes as well. It stops them using certain abilities. And then you've got Photonic Flare. Defeating an exhausted or severed target with arc damage releases a blinding burst. So basically, you're going to get the exhaust going, you're going to get your Photonic Flare. Every time you stand inside of that Empowering Rift, all your weapons are going to be Overload, Exhaust, put on an arc weapon, and you're going to cause big blinding arc effects. So I just want to show you that working now. Overload shot, I'm using a hand cannon. Obviously it's not Overload hand cannon this season, but it is when you stand inside these boots, and that's going to take advantage of the exhaust and the Photonic Flare. Arc weapons are going to cause blinding effects. You've also got Overload machine guns this season. Obviously you don't need to stand inside your Rift with these, but you can actually unequip Overload machine gun while you've got these boots on, and that will do the same thing. Disruption. Palindrome with Rolling Storm is a really good option. You'll notice I'm building up with this sort of little video with Rolling Storm. You're going to see a lot of these weapons, these arc weapons have got Rolling Storm on there, which are going to build my bolt charges up. There's a very, very big reason for that, so stay tuned. But obviously arc weapons to take advantage of the Photonic Flare are going to be very, very useful for you. Now the reason why I'm going with Rolling Storm is because we're going to build up our bolt charges. We're going to get up to 10 stacks, which will unleash that devastating bolt charge, which is just really, really helpful for this little setup. You're just going to be able to apply bolt charges while you're blinding everything, getting all that Devour going and all that exhaust and disruption. May as well add a bolt charge into there, just like so. Now, Flashover is also obviously seasonal artifact perk this season. Whenever you got maximum bolt charge, you become amplified, and lightning bolts deal more damage. And then we've got Defibrillating Blast. Every time you stun a champion, you're going to get max stacks of bolt charge. And obviously we're going to be building up with all the arc weapons we've talked about, and again, getting all our overload capabilities. Now the interesting thing with bolt charge, they will proc once you've got your max stack with any ability, so whether it's your grenade, your melee, but they actually work really nice with the second filaments, because we're going to be overloaded and exhausted anyway. Bang, Child of the Old Gods on. Child of the Old Gods will create void souls that will seek enemies out and weaken them. So basically your Child of the Old Gods will also proc your your bolt charge, that big lightning bolt. Look at the state of that, let them void souls get to that target. Now bearing in mind, you're going to have all that devour going, all the blinding effects from Photonic flare, all the exhaust disruption going, adding bolt charges to that, and you're going to do some really nice damage as well. So it just feels really nice just having bolt charges, and we may as well run the arc weapons anyway to take advantage of the Photonic flare, all them blinding effects. So get your Rolling Storm arc weapons out, and not only are you going to be able to do everything else you've seen, we're going to be able to build up bolt charges as well. This is just a palindrome, again, just a palindrome. Look at the state of that, stunned him. And I'm building up all of them bolt charges along the way, blinding everything, all them enemies there are all blinded. Absolutely nuts. These booties are absolutely underrated. If you're a Void Walker, get them on. They're absolutely crazy. Can also work on Prismatic as well, don't forget, but I just love Void Walkers. But that pretty much wraps up the video. Like I said, it wasn't necessarily a build, but I will leave a dim link for this specific video. I hope you found that helpful. But yeah, I just wanted to highlight the second filaments. I don't see a lot of people running them, and I just hope this video helps somebody out or makes you want to try them out. They're very underrated, and I highly suggest you give them a little try. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.